I was part of a group that went to the film festival actually, and it clustered people from Sweden, Finland, Iceland, Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland. And when I got talking to some of the youngsters that were coming from Finland, I was surprised to find that the same kind of right-left conflicts that we seem to be experiencing here were starting to happen there, and that same kind of bigotry. So there seem to be elements within Europe that kind of reflect some of the problems and issues that we have here. So what do you think we can, how do we teach people to discuss things, especially if they're coming from different perspectives?
It's a difficult question, but I think maybe we need to take our message out of the small place called Rostrevor and have conferences elsewhere and engage with other people, reach out to other people. Yes, there are many difficulties now sweeping across Europe. You've only to look at Hungary and the difficult questions over immigration there. So there's a lot of work to be done.
Going back to the journalist side of things, again, what I think is, you've indicated that you'd had a level 3 education and then that sort of got you into, so a lot of the experience you gained was on the job as such.
Yes.
What we're finding nowadays, like I once worked in a university, I would have master's degrees, but I now would have to have a PhD. And a lot of youngsters are being forced to aspire to getting quite high qualifications, which kind of limits sometimes their possibilities. What would your recommendations be to anybody that wants to be a journalist at this point?
I think it's very difficult nowadays to get into journalism. There are fewer jobs. Newspapers have been dying on their feet almost with the challenge of the internet. We can see a reflection of that, in fact, in different ways in which news is covered throughout the world. For example, I was a special correspondent for the Los Angeles Times in Ireland during the Troubles, and they used to have 800 journalists, and I think that's been drastically cut, and overseas bureaus have been cut. We can see it in the quality of some newspapers, like the Philadelphia Inquirer, which is very thin now. We used to have bureaus all over the world. It has affected the LA Times, Washington Post, London Times, Daily Telegraph. You have to remember that these newspapers had bureaus in many places in the world and spent a lot of money, but we got a high standard of journalism because they had people on the ground reporting. They weren't sitting in an office, in head office.
We have more on the way, so please subscribe to this channel and check out the link below if you'd consider becoming a patron to help us keep making more content. Thanks for watching.